that type of monstrousness, that level of heinous behavior can only happen if your hatred is formulated by design. It was turned into a mass grave by the Israelis. People who witnessed people being buried in these graves told us a story, which we're pursuing with the ICJ now, of him witnessing two children being pushed into the mass grave by Israeli soldiers with a bulldozer, and then their cries being muffled by the dirt that was poured upon them while they were being buried alive. And then when the bodies were excavated, the red and green shirts of these kids, whose hands were tied behind their backs, were found. And the that type of monstrousness, that level of heinous behavior, can only happen if your hatred is formulated by design from your birth.
And I will say, absolutely 100%, without reservation, I support the right of self-defense. Without any doubt, I would be involved myself in violent resistance if I were a citizen of Palestine or Iraq or Afghanistan. And if I were a citizen of the United States or Britain and someone from halfway around the world came into my country and started stealing my land and killing my family, guess what? I would defend my country as well. So I absolutely 100% defend the right of self-defense, and I will never shy away from that. I will not join the long list of embarrassments who condemn terrorism while forgetting to acknowledge that the biggest terrorist on the planet is the United States government.
Hamas doesn't recognize the right of Israel to exist.
You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like the African National Congress and Nelson Mandela refusing to accept apartheid and recognize apartheid. I say that Israel, if it wants to be a genuine partner in any kind of peace, needs to destroy its whole ideology of Zionism. Zionism that makes other people goyim, who do not deserve to be in the Holy Land. That's the real problem. If Israel will embrace every people, including Palestinians, equally, human rights respected across the board, then I would challenge Hamas to change its charter and say we will acknowledge Israel. But until that time, I see no difference between Nelson Mandela and Hamas in refusing to accept apartheid or the Zionist Israeli state.
ربنا يصبرك يا أمي يصبرك أنت وأبوي يا أمي روحي على خير وياك روح حبيبي الله يرحمك الله يرحمك الله يرحمك. هذا بس ذنبنا إن من غزة من فلسطين أي ذنبنا. الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله.
وللأسف تم استهدافهم في رفح في المناطق الآمنة اللي ادعى الجانب الإسرائيلي أنها آمنة، ولا يوجد في قطاع غزة مناطق آمنة نهائيا.
هاي اسمها
منى جرادة.
وينها تاتا؟ وينها؟ منى؟ شاطرة. وانت؟ ايش اسمها؟ عامل محمود جلال.
طبعا هينا بدنا نطفي الاطفال اولاد اختي اولاد اختي طبعا ابوهم وامهم في العنايه المركزه. طبعا حيتم دفنهم دون وداع من اهلهم، لا ابوهم ولا امهم حيشوفوهم، وهذا حال اطفال الشهداء كلهم جميعا.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.